Hi peeps, Bogdan is here. Welcome to the second episode of Watch Me AI. These are the quick podcast series wherein we invite smart people and IT professionals and they show how they use AI in their real work and how their day-to-day processes and workflows change with the appearance and integration of the AI. Today, I'm joined by Yulia Tkachenko, or as she preferred to be called, June. June is the senior marketing manager at Railsware, working on the Titan Apps product suite. I think it's product suite, if I'm not mistaken. She's been in marketing for more than 4 or 5 years, previously working in the crypto industry in companies like Haken. And now she switched more to the traditional B2B side and focuses on content and SEO tasks and much more, I guess, as all of the marketers. So let's see how AI influenced her job and day-to-day workflows and how AI actually can help with some of the processes. June, welcome. Great to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here. It's really nice to talk about AI.
Yeah, let's talk about AI and then watch you AI. So the idea, just for everyone to know, again, the idea of this series is to see the real workflow on screen, how people actually use AI and achieve the results. But we'll get to it. First of all, let's meet June. June, tell us, what do you do at Titan Apps and what is Titan Apps, just for everyone to understand?
Thank you for the intro. So, Titan apps, let's start with the basics. There is a huge Atlassian ecosystem which you are pretty aware of, I guess, because every one of us has seen or heard or touched or worked a lot with Jira. Jira is one of the Atlassian tools, and there are a lot of more, and there are a lot of marketplace vendors which will create new tools for Jira, which you can use inside Jira or Confluence or other Atlassian apps. And yeah, Titan Apps is a Gold Marketplace partner. We do create smart tools which will help you to optimize your process in Jira. When people ask, what do you do? I just like marketing, because that's actually the only the only word that can describe all the areas. Mainly, I focus on the content. So here we go with blog, website content, with marketplace content, with a lot of contents. Then I'm working on the hands-on SEO optimization, as you already mentioned. Um, Working with the website, collaborating with designers, creating a lot of pieces of information, a lot of letters. Yeah,
Mhm.
and with AI, everything is changing right now.
What's your take on AI in general?
In general, I would say that we need to treat it as a weapon which we need to know how to use, because it can help, but at the same time, it can hurt marketing a lot. We still need to use it consciously.
Yeah, absolutely agree with that. So we need to be cautious when using AI because yeah, it can boost marketing as much as it can destroy all your marketing efforts and make you sound like a generic robot with no uniqueness, with no soul. Absolutely. So where does AI fit into your day-to-day tasks? Which workflows does it help you to optimize?
In general, I would feed all the monkey job to AI, because I don't want it to spend a lot of time on it anymore if I have AI. So, for example, I have a lot of data which I need to put into the spreadsheet and then optimize and then calculate, blah, blah, blah. Hey, Gemini, hey, can you please do this for me? Because I don't want to spend a few hours sitting in the Google Sheet. Then the next great use case for me is analytics, because I'm not a marketing analyst. I lack a lot of experience and knowledge here. So I would ask AI to help me with that. Why not? I can ask to analyze some data, find some insights, and then my knowledge is enough to validate the result. I work heavily. Probably this is actually the best use case, the most common use case for me is that working with content. For example, I'm not talking here about the content creation because I think we will get to it later, but it's more about content repurposing. When you already have a nice piece of content, for example, long read article, SEO optimized, is bringing you a lot of traffic, a lot of clicks, everything is perfect. You can go take this article, recreate it for a video script, and then create a YouTube video with it. Then you can create a series of LinkedIn posts. You can create a community article. You can do everything with the content you already know is good, using the
Mhm.
right prompts, of course, because you don't want to change this nice piece of content to the robotic outcome. And what else? Also, I would say that I use AI a lot for creating design ideas. When I want to go to a designer with already formed vision, not like, let's create something light and at the same time convertible. No, I will create some ideas with AI, choose the best ones so the designer knows my vision better. Or, for example, when I'm working with a website, I can create a mockup and already play with the blocks to see how more or less a landing page can look like.
What is your general tool stack for working with AI? Which tools do you use?
Will be two. It will be Perplexity and Claude. I like Perplexity for all the questions and researches, and I don't know. I like that it provides you a lot of links so you can verify data because I'm not trusting AI 100%, and I don't think anyone should. Then Claude is perfect when working with content because, again, I can say that I can limit Claude to using only the data I provide. Um, ChatGPT is, I would say, I use less, but still, some use cases are better for ChatGPT. Gemini has shown a great track for me because it's working perfectly with all the Google Docs, Google Sheet, all the infrastructure we have, and our company we do use Google Tools. Especially I started playing with Gemini in Google Analytics, and I cannot say if I'm liking it or not, but it's helping me in some cases already. And one tool I would actually like to highlight is Peec.ai. This is the tool that I started to working with not that long time ago, and I think that they are pretty new on the market. And this tool helps you, it's not to create something, but to track how your content, how your website, how everything about you is optimized. I found this as the best solution when we are talking about optimization for AI, or as it's called right now, geo or AI search optimizations, wherever. Uh, this is the way you can see data and base your decisions on data when talking about optimization for AI.
Okay, can we watch you AI right now?
Of
Yeah, you talked about tools, so let's see how you use them.
So, to begin with, I would probably show you sneak peek of Peec.ai.
Pick, pick.
Uh, yeah, and I will show how it looks inside because I'm a fan of this tool and I like what they do. And the second use case, we'll get to it later. Let me
Okay, so
check.
the first use case we'll see live on the screen will be about LEO, IO, or GEO optimization, and the second one is a secret. So yeah, June, share your screen. Let's watch your AI.
So, I cannot show you everything, but I will show you how it looks. Basically, you have your company, you set up this profile, you add a lot of your keywords, which are slightly already different from what we would say in classic SEO, because here you are optimizing not for key, but for a prompt. You need to sit and think, or you can use AI for this, and come up with a list of prompts that you think are relevant for you, and you want customers to get you as a source for this prompt. For example, Titan Apps has a tool which is called Smart Checklist. In Jira, in classic hierarchy, there is an issue, then a subtask, and then you cannot break it down more. So people are using a lot of subtasks, which is cluttering a lot of Jira boards. It's not really efficient, but you still want to have this to-do list or break down your complex tasks into something more simple and actionable. So I came up with the prompt, what is the best subtask alternative in Jira? I started tracking it, and here we see data for the last 7 days. We can take more. For example, let's take 2 weeks. We see that search volume is not that big, but it's because of this prompt being pretty niche, to say. And then we can see a ranking, which company is ranking on this prompt most.
It's kind of the search console and keywords planner tool, but for the prompts that users actually use in the different LLMs. Is that correct?
Yeah, kind of.
Wow.
This is
Okay.
just a way to say this, actually. And what you get more is that you get fan out queries and real examples of chats inside this tool. So remember, I was talking like a short one. What is the best subtask alternative in Jira? But we can see fan out queries which are different but at the same topic. For example, as Jira subtask alternative features in other project management tools. And we can open, for example, let's choose the Google AI overview, and we will see that Google AI overview for this prompt will give this response. And we can
Okay.
see if we are here or not in the sources list. Same, for example, with Perplexity. Let's see what Perplexity says. Perplexity suggests Smart Checklist as the best solution. Oh my God, I love you, Perplexity. That's good. And then we can see other suggestions. So for you as a marketer, it means a lot. You can see if AI, first of all, if AI knows about you. If it knows about you, which sources it's using. For example, here it's using the blog article. So I know that this blog article is responding this user's question. Then you can see if, for example, I'm not mentioned in ChatGPT response. I can think why I'm not mentioned there. Maybe I'm not using
Mm.
keys. Maybe I'm not using correct queries in this blog article, which is supposed to be mentioned here. Or, for example, when I'm not mentioned, but my competitors are mentioned, I should go and see with which content they are mentioned there and obviously create a better one.
Peec.ai, never heard about this tool, and yeah, I know about the LEO or GEO wave, but I never saw the tool that is optimized for this, so you can actually track the prompts. Yeah, looks sick. Thank you for showing it out.
Oh, yeah, my pleasure. And actually, I cannot show you all the data because it will fall under NDA. But when you go to the company and you can set up your competitors, you can track everything much, much more. Trust me. If you're a marketer and you're working for AI optimization, just go and check this tool out. And by the way, their pricing is not that big.
Okay, okay. So marketers, check out the Peec.ai. I will check by myself as well. Thanks.
So when you texted me asking about to join your podcast and show one thing about AI that you want to highlight, I immediately got an idea that marketers, marketing researchers. Let's take a step back. Have you ever heard and worked with marketing researchers?
Yes, I did. It was pretty long process to get the marketing research. It was pretty big. It was hard to analyze and follow it. So for me, marketing researchers, they bring more like costs and troubles rather than actual value, at least from my experience.
I totally agree with you, and not only me, because I was checking with Perplexity how much does it cost to run a marketing research if you are hiring an external company as a vendor. So, due to Perplexity, I can share my screen and show it. So, marketing research is hella expensive, and if we don't have resources inside the company and we will hire an external vendor, the price can go up to $500,000. Can you imagine this price? But let's be honest, it's top tier companies and they will charge you a lot. But still, if we go with a simple online survey, it will cost you from $5,000. That's crazy. And I got this idea. I used to work with marketing research as a final result, and I heard always that it's hella expensive. And I've got this idea that probably marketing research is the first thing that I would cut inside my team. Uh, because you can already do it with AI. Of course, we can say that real marketing research with a focus group will give you much more data, but at the same time, it will take much more time. It could go up to a year, and it will cost you thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars. So I was playing around because before I worked with AI also to run competitors research on some specific topics, and it showed good results for me, and I've decided to experiment a little bit more with it to show you. I've created a prompt. I made it may sound a bit childish, but I asked AI to create a prompt for AI. I tested it. I a bit slightly adjusted it, and I will share it with you so you can share with your viewers. Find it pretty useful because with
I
this,
will I will insert it into the description. Thank you.
yeah, because with this simple prompt, I've got some nice results. Yeah, I will go to Claude. Why? Because Claude is always generating good documents, good reports, which you can see. And me as a marketer, I like it. Here you can see that I use the prompt, which is simple but structured. And here I'm asking Claude to compare Atlassian, Monday.com, and ClickUp. Both of them are huge companies uh, which are working in the same field. They create tools that will help you to optimize your day-to-day workflow for all companies, from small to enterprises. And here I will compare Atlassian and Jira specifically because that is what aligned with Monday and ClickUp tools. This prompt is asking AI to check all the focuses, all the details I want to check. I want to check tone of voice. I want to check visual identity. Of course, I want to create SWOT analysis. And specifically, which is my favorite part, we ask AI not to hallucinate. We're at this point, my favorite. It's like if you lack concrete data, make reasoned estimates and
Mhm.
clearly label them as such. Because when we are talking about creating researches with AI, it can add up something, it can imagine something, and without this tiny idea, you will just blindly trust what AIs tell you. So actually, this is one of my key takes is always ask AI to highlight parts which AI is not sure in. Or when you're asking to adjust the copy, for example, even slightly, I always ask highlight the changes so I can verify them and not to be just blinded by everything AI is trying to feed me. Keep your critical thinking. And look, this was created with just under 5 minutes. We have a full report, 13 pages, which I already checked, and I really like the result because it's, I don't know, I would need 2 weeks probably to do this full research and to uh, analyze and compare and to find all this data, to create all this SWOT analysis. What do you think about it?
Dope. Yeah, the prompt is structured, so the reply, as we can see, the reply is structured in the same way, even better than I expected. And did you give Claude some like design suggestions or document suggestions, or it's on his own completely?
And I didn't give any suggestions on the format or the design part, but what we can see here is the classic SWOT analysis structure for boxes. And I asked to create a final table. Look, I can just screenshot this table and already go to a C level and show this table with key highlights of this research. I asked to add those specific columns with those lines. So yeah, this was written by me, but other than that, it's all Claude's idea.
Dope. It looks better actually than some of the real marketing researches I saw in my life.
Yeah. And also to compare, I asked Perplexity to do the same research with the same prompt. What I like about this, I also checked the research. I will share a prompt so you can run it yourself and experiment with it. What I like about the Perplexity, as I've already told, it's given a lot of links. So, for example, when we say about um, finding and comparing some products, pricing for some product features, you can go directly on, you can use the link and go directly and verify this data, or use those links to support your research. So anyone in your company or on the C level can go and check themselves. So this is like one more proof that it's not hallucinating. And my favorite part also about Perplexity and links is that I'm picky and I choose only parts of text it given me with a link. And if here we would see a paragraph without a source, I would probably not consider it as true. This is my way of working with Perplexity. And also, follow-ups is a really nice thing that Perplexity can push you to ask a new question, which you may probably even didn't, which you probably didn't even think of, but it can be relevant to your research.
What do you do? What is your next step when you generated the research? What do you usually do with it? How do you operate with it?
Practically, I would check the research out. I would read it all because, yeah, it may look like a lot of information, but it's already like
It
13 pages.
is.
And if you needed to create this research, you would check like 300 pages, no, or even more. So I will check this research. I will find some insights. I will mark them down and then compare with the insights that uh, Perplexity or Claude has suggested for me. I will align them too, and if I see a real value, I will go ahead and implement them in my marketing. And the good practice is to run this researches from time to time, not to be like once in a lifetime experience. No, your marketing is developing, your competitors can start moving faster than you, and you need to keep the track of their activities all the time. This is the easiest, the cheapest, but at the same time, the most efficient way to do so. AI tools has opened a whole new universe for us marketers. I think that in general, and if we look strategically, right now, marketing is experiencing a great shift to using AI for everything, especially for marketing copies and all types copies and optimizing workflows. And I see how this shift will reverse. One day our users are still human, and we should make sure we talk to them like humans, not like robots. So us marketers, this is the message I would share with all marketers in the world. Be aware that people are not robots. we still should have soul in our messages, in our actions, in our campaigns, in everything, because at the end of the day, marketing AI is just a tool. It's not a replacement for me.
Yeah, that's true. That's basically why I want to do this series as well, just to show the real live content to the people with real people. Yes, using AI because I genuinely think that AI will not replace a lot of jobs, but at
Yeah,
least change the way how all the companies function and operates, especially from the engineering point of view. So
I
yeah, here we are, the live people and live content from real people.
Yeah, I agree with you that AI is speeding everything up. It's boosting everything. It helps to move faster, but I don't see how it can replace us, real humans who can talk to real humans to create marketing, to generate like crazy ideas. Because for me, I didn't find any crazy and breaking idea from AI in marketing yet. Yeah, it's a great tool and you need to know how to use it. So I
Mm,
think the key takeaway.
yeah. Okay. Quick take. When AI will replace you?
Never, because
Okay.
it will not replace me. I'm pretty sure of it because I learned how to use AI. So it can replace people who don't know how to use AI, don't know how to work with it. But replacing me, it won't replace me because still, if the whole world will be replaced, all the humans in the world will be replaced with robots, I will be useless. Otherwise, I'm safe.
Okay. Now, one workflow you would recommend to all the marketers to try today.
Marketing researches, competitors researches, and repurposing content. Don't spend a lot of time rewriting what you already have. Ask AI to do that.
And I will include the prompt by Yuliia in the description below. So thank you so much for the conversation. Thank you so much for the walkthrough. Yeah, for everyone who enjoyed talking to June or Yuliia, where can people find you?
Go check out my LinkedIn. I will give you a link in description below. So let's connect.
I'll try not to forget to edit. That's been the second episode of Watch Me AI series. Thank you everyone for joining. And if you are thinking that, hey, I kind of use AI in a cool way and like to show it to people and have a convo with me, reach out and we'll shoot an episode. Thank you and bye.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.